Do you know what it like? Do you know what it feels like to have your superhero let you down? My grandma was my superhero. So I'm not a person that anybody takes anything from. So even down to her taking that money. Like, do you know how fucked up, I almost shed a tear. Like, do you know how fucked up, like what mental capacity to sit in her basement and wonder like, yo, do I go kill this lady for this shit?
But anyway, let's get back to this cheddar. Turn up in your hustle when your life gon' get much better. A real boss turn all his L's to a black.
All right, y'all, this is session 17 of the Hood Buddah Podcast. I'm your host, BP, Fam Life BP, and we in the building with another session, y'all, and I got a special guest in the building, Hollywood. Man, listen, this guy is big time right here. He's very, very big time. You know, he's a very good guy, though. So I would like to introduce, no, you know what? I want you to introduce yourself.
My name is I Am True First 357 on Instagram, across all three platforms, Facebook, TikTok. I am a life and relationship expert, and I'm also a confidence coach.
What made you dive into that?
It happened by accident.
What was the accident?
I was in Miami at the Fountain Blue getting some coochie. I was a little drunk. I made a post on my way down to go get another drink on the elevator, and it went viral.
Oh, just like, do you remember what you said in that post?
I said that every woman that is a catch has a man waiting in the bushes to take your spot. Every good woman has a man that's waiting for you to fuck up. And he checks on her every 2 to 3 years. Did he fuck up yet? Is everything still good over there? He wants your girl when it went viral. Yes, sir.
And you still going viral to this day?
Here and there, man. I do what I do.
Nah. We can't play the humble game. You still going viral every day.
Well, I got 2 videos from yesterday that hit 1 million, if you want to call that viral. But to me, that's just a regular day now.
They got people struggling for 500, bro.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Me too.
God
Shit.
bless them.
I'm one of them.
I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that.
Oh, man. Listen, so I heard you did some prison time, right?
Oh, shit. We went to Dobbs. Okay, let's go.
We going straight
I'm here
into
for it.
We heard you did some prison time,
Yes,
right?
I did.
And now you are a relationship and life coach expert.
Yes, sir.
That's a hell of a transition.
Thank you.
Why did you do that? What made you do that? What made you confident enough to step back out into the real world and become a relationship expert?
You know what's crazy? The relationship expert thing, it just kind of fitted, right? Like, it was just one of those things where I think the internet watched me get married. They watched how beautiful my relationship was with my wife. Being as though I'm a past slut, there's not too much I cannot tell you. Like, I've played every side of the dating thing. Like, I was the good guy, I was the bad guy, I was the sucker for love, I was the simp, I was the captain saved the hoe, but I was also a fucking savage. So it just made sense for me to give women the game. But I give men the game as well, because there are a lot of men that aren't knowledgeable about dealing with these women neither.
Facts. I think a good, quite majority of them
For sure.
knowledgeable.
No, for sure.
They never had no pussy in their life, so
or quality pussy as well, because there's levels to pussy out there. You got quality pussy, then you got you know what I mean?
I agree with that. What do you find is the most challenging thing in relationships right now? If you had to pinpoint it to, let's say 3 things.
Okay.
Let's say 3 things.
Now, for me, or just overall, like, what do I hear?
What do you hear?
Finances is a major issue when it comes to dating. And I gotta do this for my own being self-aware. Flattery. A lot of people are flattering themselves at an alarming rate, so it makes it hard for them to date. You have women that are literally on Section 8 that will tell you that they will not fuck a man that lives on Section 8. You have women that drive a Honda Accord and said that they won't fuck a man that does not drive a Rolls Royce. Right. Same thing with a lot of these dudes. I think they call it champagne taste with a bare budget. And so with that being said, you got a lot of dudes that's financially embarrassed, but they feel like they should be fucking a Kardashian. So I think that flattery is a major issue. And the third thing is I don't think that anybody is dating for love anymore. I think they're dating for image.
Facts.
Those are 3.
Facts. Well, that last one, a big one. I feel like a lot of people.
But go ahead, I'm listening to you. No, I'm listening to you. How big was it?
Woo. Anyways, I feel like a lot of people today is getting married for that last reason you just said, imagery.
Absolutely.
I want you to touch on that, because by you being an expert, you know, if I go tell my woman right now, hey, listen, I don't want to get married because y'all be doing it for the wrong reason. That's just an example. But if I say, hey, look, y'all trying to do it, you want to get married and you want the flowers, you want the dress, but you're not really in love. You're not really willing to do to death do us part. What would you say to that?
I'm gonna keep it all the way 100, right? And this is to any man watching this. And I had this conversation with you.
Right.
If you got a woman worthwhile, we ain't talking about the joints you're fucking on, but I'm talking about the ones you're losing sleep over. Man, lock that the fuck in. Listen, let me take these off for a second, man. Great women are hard to stumble across. Great women are hard to stumble across. And I feel like if you're not married, you're single. And I would hate for any woman or man to be out here, for a woman to be playing with her boyfriend when there's somebody out here willing to make her a husband. It's not worth that gamble. And so for anybody that's saying, oh, we got to wait for the wedding and wait for the ring, the harsh reality is some of us will die broke. Right. So if we're waiting on our finances to be right, if we're waiting on to be a certain level in life before we get married, the chances are we may not ever get married. I would advise anybody to go to the Justice of Peace first. Because that's how you know it's real. Fuck the wedding and the bells and the rings and niggas singing at the wedding. Go, if you really mean it, go down to the Justice of Peace or go jump the broom. Do it like they used to in the back of the day. But let's just make it official.
Facts.
That wedding shit was never for us. That's for the imagery.
Facts.
That's the imagery of it.
Right.
But as far as us having that reassurance of that piece of paper, Justice of Peace is real. When you sign that little paper, it get real.
So let me ask you this: so what if she don't want to go to the Justice of Peace? What should a dude do in that situation, or where she
should pay for it then? That if you want it that bad and I can't afford it, show me you want. Because I'm gonna keep it 100. I believe a woman need to be spending on me as well.
Facts.
So you want it that bad? Go pay for it then.
Facts.
Big fish.
Hey, look, I'm happy you said that, bro. Because you know they got pretty women privilege, right?
Who got that?
Pretty women.
Do they?
Yeah.
To who?
I mean. Well, listen. Well,
I'm listening.
Let's say on a lower level, let's say a pretty woman, even though every man should do it for every woman, hold the door open, right? They got some niggas who only gonna hold the door open for the pretty girl as opposed to a less attractive person, right? So we just talking on a lower scale, right?
Okay.
My point was, you believe that there's handsome men privileges?
Absolutely. I'm one of them.
I feel that.
Absolutely.
A lot of women don't feel like that. They feel like that's sassy. That's some sassy shit.
Yeah, I mean, those aren't women. Those are women that are going through an identity crisis. They want to be men. Let me explain something to you, and I'll make this real simple for you. We was in prison today.
Right.
They said the ladies was unruly and crazy and blah, blah, blah. I walk right in. Hey, he smells so, he looks so, that's handsome privilege. That's handsome privilege. If I'd have walked, I was about to say something, but if I'd have walked in there looking like XYZ or whatever the case may be, I'm pretty sure they would have treated me differently. If I go anywhere that is a female-dominated place, I am going to get top-tier treatment. When I go to hospitals with an injury, they rush me to the back. They give me extra gauze. They make sure I get the perks. They make sure I get extra ginger ales. But if ugly nigga walking in, man, you can go ahead and wait over there, man. Somebody be with you when it's time.
Facts. That's real life. So a lot of you niggas who you know, you got less privileges.
Visually disadvantaged. That's what a lot of you niggas are.
That's a good word.
And if you want to know if you ugly, if you can't go without a haircut, you ugly. I'm not going to start this.
No. We're here with it. No, we're here with it.
No.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of girls, not women, because I think that's what it is. These girls out here, they calling niggas sassy when they feel like they know the value of themselves, especially if you are, a pretty decent looking man, pause. They saying that's sassy. Or you overvalue yourself, or your mama didn't teach you how to treat a woman, and this, that, and the third, all that ridiculous.
Only our women, and that's the African American culture of women, they feel like a black man is not allowed to have preference. And I talk about this often. Whenever you get a black woman that tells you that you're sassy, or that you're cocky, or that you're arrogant, I know for a fact that this is the white slave master inside of them making them say this. It's the most attacked man in America is a black confident man. You're not allowed to have confidence. Look at Shador Sanders.
Facts.
He was confident. He believed in himself. He comes from generations of confident men. A confident man, his father that put him in position to have the confidence that he has. And they had to show him, I don't care how rich you are. I don't care what family you come from. You're a nigga.
Facts.
And I'm going to take a crack at your confidence in every way that I can. And so if you even go back to slavery, they knew that we were stronger than them. They were inferior in every way. So they send the only thing that can make a black strong man become weak, and that's our women. Facts. So if they can get our women to demasculate us, to make us think that we aren't worthy, or to make us think that we're less, who else can do a better job than them? The person that you confide in, the person that you want to be vulnerable around, the person that brings life into this world for you. If she can't trick you out of your masculinity, who can?
Facts. Fact. And a black confident man is dangerous.
Oh, for sure.
It's probably one of the most dangerous things you could give somebody.
Absolutely.
A black person with confidence, black man with confidence is dangerous.
Yes, sir.
So how you feel? I feel like majority of our men, are not lacking. They're not confident as they should be. And that could be from past traumas. That could be from, like you say, that passed down from woman to woman. They don't know how to embrace a man or fully have a man confident. Or maybe that could be a father thing. But either or, I feel like a lot of our men, our color, our race, is not confident black men.
But why would you be? You are taught by that white man's Bible.
Fact.
Be humble. This is taught. You don't go against religion. Nigga, be humble. If you like your chain, it ain't the best chain. You need to put it up. If you get a new car and you want to celebrate your car, damn, you could be humble. You ain't got to sport the shit.
Facts.
If you can grow your beard out nice, I mean, it's a nice beard, but I mean, damn, like you hype it. Everything that deals with self-celebration, there will always be a nigga to tell you that you shouldn't celebrate yourself. So why would a black man be confident? The cops try to teach you to hate yourself. Your women are beating at your confidence. The white man is beating at your confidence. Life is beating at your confidence. Why would you be confident? You're not conditioned nor programmed to be confident.
Facts. So what I want to say to that is, if simply put, it's hard for us. There's no easy route for us. It's the cards we dealt. It's hard, and that's what we got to learn how to do. But I feel like a lot of us don't just embrace the cards that we dealt. We make excuses. We victimize ourselves. And it is true. Everything that you said, for example, is true. My point is this, though. How the fuck do we get past that? Like, look at you, for example. I know you don't believe in being quote unquote humble.
No,
I know you don't lack confidence.
None.
So I feel like this. I don't want to preach the story of, listen, we got all the reason in the world why we shouldn't be confident, because we got just as much as reason we should be. You know what I mean?
I'm going to give you some real shit, right? I got an older brother. And growing up, everything that I thought I was good at, he told me I was bad at. And so I think that I could sing, I had to be gay for that. I could rap, I was weird for that. I was funny, I was a clown for that. I had curly hair, I was a whack ass nigga. Like everything that I thought was like, well, this is cool. He had to like take knocks at it.
Right.
And so it wasn't until I think I was like in about 7th grade where I was like, yo, I just think this nigga's a hater. Like I had to like learn that early though. Like, nah, like I'm pretty dope. And so you get some people that when you're constantly criticized and attacked, you start to believe it. An ugly person does not believe they're ugly until they're consistently told.
Right. Right.
A fat person doesn't think that there's anything wrong with being fat when everybody around you applauds being fat. It's not until you get outside in society and somebody says, yo, you a fat bitch. That shit is trifling.
Right.
What happens is when we're like stuck in our society, we start to normalize shit that isn't normal.
Facts.
Being broke isn't normal. Being ratchet isn't normal. Going to jail isn't normal. Having a drug addiction isn't normal. But in our society, it is. Violence isn't normal. Walking up to somebody and blowing their brains out, that isn't normal. But here it is.
Right.
And so we get in the habit of just normalizing shit. But to get into giving us confidence again, I think that as black men, we got to get into the habit of learning how to compliment each other. Where I'm come from, if I say, hey, BP, man, that's a nice set you got on there. There would be somebody saying, why you dick eating?
Right.
Like, you like the nigga green that much? Like, people will make you feel bad for saying, hey, I like what you got going on. And that's why as black men, we'll never get ahead, because a black man is afraid. There's 2 things that a black man is afraid to do. And one of those are ask for help.
Yes.
And the other one is saying that I don't know. It is so hard for a black man to walk into a room, because I do it.
Right.
I talked to Street Talk earlier. And I guess, what did I get earlier? Proclamation? What did I get earlier?
Yeah, proclamation.
They gave me the proclamation, right? Now, I'm a smart dude. Like to think I am. But I didn't know what proclamation meant. I didn't know what it meant to be proclamated. And so while he was talking about it, I started him and said, I'm going to keep it 100. I was proud of the moment, but I didn't know
Right.
what the fuck it was.
Right.
And that's because I don't move with any ego or any pride. Like I'm a grown man. I feel like in order to be a man, you have to be able to make unfavorable decisions.
Facts.
And that's what's like my fault, but I'm going.
Have a little humility. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
I think that's what we lacking a lot too. Humility is like you say, man. Can't give a man a compliment. Can't tell a dude he look good, or hey bro, you doing your thing.
But yeah, no, for sure.
You can't tell him you're doing you good, and I think I'm about to see something that was crazy. But
get your shit off. It's your world, Playboy.
Oh man, listen, yeah. So if you're hearing this, man, listen, you got to work on that, bro. Stop being scared to tell your brother, your cousin, whoever it is, they doing good. Look, that's a nice outfit because that is building confidence in our community, and we ain't got that. We let another race come strip that from
That's
us,
a fact.
and then we get mad when somebody from our race go date outside their race. But there's multiple reasons for why they go and date outside their race, but nobody want to talk about that.
Shop outside our race, date outside our race, give opportunities to outside our race. Niggas make niggas hate niggas.
Facts.
Niggas make niggas hate niggas.
Facts.
We are the only creatures in this world that when we come to certain cities, we got to hide our jewelry. We got to worry about being. White people can go and they can go anywhere in the world. A white person to come to the middle of New Orleans and be acceptable for a nigga will any day of the week.
Facts. Any day.
He can come here with his clothes. He can come here he can come here and actually thrive and get ahead.
Facts.
But because
Facts.
you don't want to see a nigga like you do better than you gonna rob him, kill him, fuck his girl, talk bad about this. Is niggas do with the niggas.
I read one time is that they feel like that because if say like how you come down here, you from Philly, right? You came down here,
I'm from New Orleans, brother. Now, don't you ever say that again. 17th Ward.
So, but
Fig and
like,
Holly Grove.
man,
But no,
like
I'm
you
not
met
from
Luck. You met Luck, right? It took. We both know how talented Luck is.
Extremely.
Right? It took from somebody outside his city to shine a light on him.
For sure.
So what I read was that sometimes when you grow up with people and you got people in your circle for so long, it's hard for them to see a newer version for you, and they don't want to see you pass up them for the person they used to knowing. So it's like we went to high school together, and say you become a construction worker, and say I become a billionaire. It's hard for you to accept that shit because you feel like you grew up with me. We come from the same place. We had the same opportunity.
That's not why though. That's not why it's hard to accept. You have to understand, for me to acknowledge that you leveled up, I have to acknowledge that I didn't.
Facts.
Fuck the playground and the neighborhood. For me to say, man, BP got his shit together.
Facts.
I got to look in the mirror and say, I ain't got my shit together. So I'm never going to view you for your greatness, because if I have to view you for how great you are, I have to view me for how non-great I am.
Right.
And instead of a man saying, like I said, hey, BP, put me on. Help me out. Matter of fact, don't help me out. Don't put me on. But may I ask a question? How'd you do it?
Facts.
How'd you do it?
Facts.
But because we're prideful, because we're ignorant niggas, man, fuck that nigga. I don't give a fuck what he got going on, bitch ass nigga. I should have robbed him. That's why I fucked this girl. That's why I will find every way to tear a nigga down when it's the same nigga pulling the hand out to pull you up.
Facts. And that's why we stuck where we at as a race. To be honest, nobody won't hear that shit, but it is what it is. We holding ourselves back. Everybody point at this, point at these people, the government, X, Y, and Z. No, we holding our own self back.
That's a fact.
We holding our own self back. So you talked about how we went to the prison today, right?
Yes, sir.
And I want you to talk about how was that for you going back, and I'm going to obviously ask the obvious question. That was your first time going back to a prison since being released, right?
Yes, sir.
And this time you were in a different position. Not only were you on the other side of the fence, you were in a position you was able to drop gems.
Absolutely.
You're doing far better than you was mentally, physically, every aspect, right, from that time. And you was able to pass some of the knowledge and the things you learned from your gap of being in prison to being out of prison. So I want you to touch on, like, how was that for you going through that experience?
It was surreal. Definitely overcome with emotion, because I feel like I had talked about a point where I was like, I didn't plan on living past 21, right? So like all of this shit is just good looking. Like I wouldn't give a fuck if I died tomorrow. I lived life at the highest level. I don't give a fuck. But I think to walk back in there and just see everybody swell up with hope. You know what I mean? And not to come in there on no braggadocious shit or to come in there being boisterous, but to let them know, you see, I'm a man like y'all.
Facts.
I'm no better than y'all. I'm no fucking role model. I'm no motivational speaker. I understand y'all because I was y'all.
Right.
I think that a lot of people go inside of them prisons to kind of flex on niggas that's already in fucked up situations.
Facts.
I didn't come here to do that. I dressed down to go in there.
Facts.
I actually, and that's something that I never do. I took myself off my high horse because I wanted to be more relatable. There's no reason for me to show you that I'm that nigga, or I don't have to dress in that facet of being that nigga, because just my existence does that, man. But like I told you, me going inside of there was for me. It wasn't for them.
Right.
It wasn't for them. Like, it was alhamdulillah that I was able to go in there and reach them, because they was in silence. When the fuck you ever see 50 men quiet?
Right.
Like these is 50 criminals.
Listening to another black man.
Exactly.
Which goes against the contrary, what we just talked about.
Ain't that some shit?
Right.
But that's an energy though. And they felt that it was genuine and they knew that it was authentic.
Right.
And it's funny because the only nigga that gave me any type of feedback was a white nigga.
Facts.
It was a white nigga.
Facts.
And I know y'all hearing me say white nigga and white niggas don't exist, but BP taught me this. Nigga is not a skin color, it's a mindset.
Yeah.
So you got Asian niggas, you got Puerto Rican niggas, you got black niggas that ain't niggas.
Facts.
Pardon me. But
Facts.
anyway.
So when we say we hate niggas, we're not talking about just black people.
That's a fact.
You can fit the description with any type of
Yes,
race
you
you
can.
are or species you are. A nigga is a nigga. So take that how you want to. The shoe fit with that motherfucker.
Absolutely.
So how was your mental state? Because I think I made this podcast with the thought of black men in mind. And it's because I think they're lacking mental support, mental stability. I think our whole race is lacking that shit, but I think in particularly black men need help. They don't know, it's like how you say, they don't know how to ask for help. They don't know how to express themselves. They don't know how to get past traumas. We just live in the shit that we supposed to, like we taught we not supposed to cry. We got to be tough for every situation. And really, you really taking more food out your mouth than you giving yourself. You know what I mean? So I want to talk about your balance of mental health while you was in prison to how it transitioned to how you doing now.
I've always been optimistic. I put myself in jail. I put myself there. It wasn't like it ain't like they came in my crib and kidnapped me for doing the right shit.
Right.
I was doing the wrong shit. And I put myself there, and I've always been one of those people. I'm gonna make the best out of every situation.
Facts.
I say all of that to say, I think that, like we talked about, normal prison was normal for me. I normalized that. Like I made that my norm. So it just was another day in a place until the door opened up again. And as soon as it opened up again, prison is a place where you have to wake up and gauge 100 to 200 or maybe even 1,000 other egos. We call it ego states. Like, cause I might be having a great day. You might be having a bad day. And that brother over there might be having a worse day. And he might be having an even worse day.
Right.
And so it's one of them where you have to learn how to start thinking for people. And that was one of the things that I had to master because I've always been outspoken in any environment that I'm in. And I'm naturally like great energy. And I found myself turning into something that I didn't want to be. And that's like a bitter jail nigga, like a nigga that just wake up on like, and that's not me.
Right.
But I started to think that being loyal, I started to think that being outspoken, once again, I started to be tricked into thinking that these were flaws. And then I had to realize, no, you niggas is just bitter.
Right.
Like it's okay to be sociable. Like it's okay to want to help somebody. Like this is not a bad thing. But my mental health in jail was always I was always in a good mood, bro. Always. Like just always. I was having my way.
That's a skill right there, bro.
I guess.
I mean, honestly, I think at this point, I feel like it's a God-given skill because everybody don't have. All right, let's talk about this. Look at it like this: people that are depressed, and I mean miserably depressed, they don't know how to get out of that shit.
That's a fact.
Some people has been living in it so long, they don't know what the fuck to be happy is. They think it's like the norm. You say some people think the norm of depression is the norm.
That's a fact.
Settling for less is the norm for most people. You know what I'm saying? So it's like until you reach a certain level of happiness, you can't even look back on that. So for you to say even in a place such as prison,
right, you
was in a great mental state, that seemed like a tool to me.
I think it was because how I was raised. My grandma the hardest nigga I ever met in my life. My grandmother didn't tell me she loved me till I was 18 years old. So I never had a safe space to be weak. I never had a safe space to complain. Nigga, what the fuck are you, what's that? Complaining.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So I think that those are mannerisms that you just adopt and you just go through life. Like, and it's crazy because me being married now, I had to learn how to turn on sympathy because I didn't have that. And my wife checked me one day. She was like, you talking to me like I'm a nigga in the yard. And I'm like, my fault. I'm just so used to not having to have gray areas or any filters when I'm talking because I'm thinking that you're just supposed to get it. And if you don't, nigga, get that shit. Like, that's just the way, you know what I mean? And I had to, like, learn, like, whoa, like, this is a woman.
Right.
Not a bitch, not a chick. This is a grown-ass woman. And then my woman. But yeah, my mental health has just always kind of been, I'm kind of always in the same mood. Like if you're around me, like I'm all like you're like I'm kind of always in the same mood. Like, and even if I am kind of going through it, I get over it so fast because I have no choice but to. I don't let things consume me. I read a book by Byron C. Maxwell. It's called Failing Forward. And he said the problem with a lot of people is whenever something bad happens, they treat it as if it's a dark plague. Like they let it just consume them and they live in it.
Facts.
But he said winners, they fell forward. When shit happens, they're like, yeah, I fell, but I'm failing forward and I'm gonna keep on going. And so those were things that like I just really just took with me. Yeah, I fucked up today, but it's always tomorrow. And then it's always the next day. And so, you know, I fell forward.
I mean, I think that's one, again, I think that's another tool either because a lot of people play to lose. They play for the worst outcome. They don't play for the win. And it's just like you say, winners, I ain't looking to see what's going wrong. I'm playing for what's going to go right.
Bro, it's crazy because I got a better. And my homie like, yo, what if, I said, can you please not speak that negativity into my, I don't know about what if it don't work.
Facts.
It got to work. I come from an old mentality, go hard or go home, and I'm homeless.
Facts.
I got no motherfucking choice but to go smack at it.
Facts.
Yes, sir.
And that's protecting your mental state too, because it's like how you say in the book you read, bad shit could be like a plague.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like that plague is forever existent. We could pull bad and good in any situation at any time in your life.
That's a fact.
It's up to you to choose what you're going to highlight. You going to highlight the bad or you going to highlight the good? You keep highlighting that bad, that's exactly what you're going to get out of life.
Well, most people thrive in negativity, though.
Yes. It's comfortable.
It not only is it comfortable, but you got to understand, you're dealing with broken people.
Facts.
So when you're broke and you're broken, this is a recipe for disaster. Even when good things happen, you don't even want to hear them. We could like literally do a test run. Call somebody with some good news right now. They can't believe it.
Facts.
If you say, I hit the lottery for $1 million and you did, man, get the fuck out of here, man. Motherfucker won't believe it.
Facts.
But if you say Roscoe got shot the fuck up at the Piggly Wiggly up the block, man, I knew he had that shit coming out.
Facts.
We celebrate negativity. If you call somebody right now and say, yo, bro, I just had Truth Hurts on the podcast, nigga be like, yo, that's what's up, bro. Oh, yo, I'm gonna call you right back.
Right.
But if you call a nigga like, yo, man, I heard niggas rob Truth Hurts down in Baton Rouge, nigga. Man, tell me more. Oh, yeah, they stripped him naked. And what else?
Facts.
And what else? A nigga will clock out of his job to hear bad news.
Facts.
But if you call them and say, hey, man, my baby took their first steps today, man. Oh, yeah, that's what's up, bro. I'm going to go. Niggas brush off bad news and brush off good news and receive bad news with open arms.
And live in that shit.
Come on, man.
And then play victim. That's what killed me about y'all. Y'all invite negative shit and put it on a pedestal, but then turn around and complain about the shit going wrong in your life.
And that's something.
That's some shit. You said some shit, boy. Broke and broken people, boy. Lord, does that have a race to you? I just gotta ask.
Does it have a what, bro?
You say broke and broken. Does that have a race?
No, fuck no.
Right, cool.
And some people are shattered.
Yeah, facts.
Some people are like when you're broke, you can kind of be fixed. You might be molded. Some people are shattered, which means they can never be whole again because his pieces everywhere. His pieces lost to them that can't even be found.
Well, I think
they ain't ready for that type of shit though. They ain't ready for that type of shit though.
Me personally, I think it's a big difference between broke and poor. Cause a lot of motherfuckers is poor and they can't. You could fix broken. You could, even if you tape some shit together, you could fix broken. Poor is like a awful fucking mindset, and it's just a rabbit hole you keep diving into. Cause you could be rich and poor. You could have all the money in the world and be a poor motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So how you feel about broken versus poor, or broke versus poor?
I'm gonna be honest, and I talked about this, man. I've been broke before. I ain't never been poor. And when I was talking about the broken people, I wasn't even talking about money. But if we're gonna talk about money, I've been broke before. I've never been poor. You have to understand, first of all, poor is a mindset, like you said.
Facts.
Just like rich is a mindset.
Facts.
I've been financially broke.
Right.
And when I say financially broke, I mean I ain't got $1,000 or something to my name.
Right.
And a car and poor is no way out. And that's what a lot of these niggas is. They poor. It is just it's no way out. And I think that people get that misconstrued because when we say broke, technically I have friends that have $50 million.
Right.
Nigga, I'm broke.
Right.
I'm broke, nigga. We broke we broke in this motherfucker. I did. I ain't got 50. You got 50? Not at all. You got 50, my good brother? Good brother, you got a 50 ball?
Got close to it.
But we was just in a room with a nigga with a motherfucking chain with a cartridge that blows smoke.
No lies told. No lies told.
I'm broke.
Facts.
But me being broke, my mindset isn't broke. I'm broke financially, but my mindset isn't broke, and that's why I won't be broke forever.
Facts.
I am not content. And they say that people who are content, they'll become stagnated. They'll never grow. No, my broke is not your broke. I'm not going to say what I got, but my broke is not your broke.
Right.
But to me, in my circle of friends, I am the brokest
Right.
one around my friends, but that gives me something to aspire to. And a lot of us, when we're around people that are better than us or have more than us, I hate that nigga. I'm an envious person, but I use envy as motivation, not to hate with.
Facts.
So when I see my homie, I got a homie that you got to fly to his house, not drive.
Right.
There is no driveway. You have to helicopter in. I'm broke, nigga.
Facts.
Nigga, and I got 2 gyms.
2? But you said it before. I could see
Because I
it.
knew.
Jesus Christ.
I knew. But I've never been poor. Poor is something that you'll probably never come up out of.
Right. No, I agree.
But my fault. I didn't mean to go there. Because I could have kept. But go ahead.
No, that was my point. Actually, my example for broken versus poor is that a broke dude could be broke and have nothing to his name. And it's just like how you said earlier. I could be his partner and he's broke, and I could be wealthy, got things going on for myself. He could look at me and be like, "Bro, man, how can I get some help, or how can
Absolutely.
I get here?" He's broke. The poor motherfucker is gonna be like, "Man, fuck that nigga, man.
that's some
He
shit.
ain't got nothing going on."
You're rich and he's rich by association.
Facts.
And a lot of people won't even understand that y'all have access to some things that money can't buy.
Facts.
That's priceless. Y'all have access to some things that money cannot buy. You can't put a price tag on the level of unity or the friendship that we're establishing.
Facts. Nah, true. And now that you say that, what I do want to talk about with you being married.
Oh, shit.
Nah,
I'm
just
listening. Go ahead.
because you said it earlier, but just how you can't put a price on a good woman.
No, fuck no.
And not a girl, not some bitch that's just pretty, not some bitch who just got her nails and hair done and she looks good on Instagram, like a good woman, like, you know, who's good for you. And a good woman could be, that could be multiple things. What's for you is for you. So a good woman, you can't put a price tag on that, because if she good for you and she happy for you, we could go to the moon.
And let me just say this, if you don't mind, right? Because you'll get a lot of people that's sitting at home right now and they're wondering, well, what's a good woman? Break that down, right?
Right.
Your good woman ain't my good woman.
Facts.
My good woman 15 years ago was one that would bag my drugs up and help me distribute them and load my pistols. My good woman this day is one that will build my empire, feed my children, nurture my heart, and pour into my soul.
Facts.
So it's just different levels. Like me, as a man, I am nothing without my wife, and I ain't afraid to say it. She's the core.
Facts.
She's the machine behind all of this shit. Why? Because when I want to turn the world off, she turned me back up. Like when I'm out of energy, she fueled me right back up. There is there is no true first without my wife. It doesn't exist.
Facts.
Everything behind the scenes. I'm not tech savvy. I don't even know how to work my Instagram, bro.
Facts.
I don't know how to put up a website. I don't know how to. I could talk and I can go get the money. I swear to goodness. But then again, even with the digital dope money, I was still a motherfucking dope boy. No credit. Wife taught me how to fix that. No properties. Wife taught me how to do that. No investments. Wife taught me how to do that. Because I could give every single one of y'all $1 million right now. If you ain't got nothing invested in, nigga, that it's $600,000 as soon as it leave my hand. I could give you $1 million right now, cash. If you don't have nothing to dump that into, that is $600,000 as soon as it leaves my palms to yours. And then once it's in your palms, it then drop down to $200. You got to go get fresh. You got to go get fresh. We niggas, you know, niggas love clothes. You got to go fuck some of them bitches you ain't been having no access to. Oh, man. You got to go take some trips. You thought you wasn't taking no, you thought you wasn't getting no car? Thought you wasn't going to get one of them? And you're not just going to get no little Buick and nothing. You're going to get some shit to fuck the city over with.
That's that poor shit.
And then, it ain't even $200,000. Oh, because you forgot. Mama and them. We forgot about, we didn't even equate mama in them. I got to go get mama right. I got to get little cuz in them right. I got to get Pookie, Ray Ray.
But wait, hold on, let me stop you right there, because some of these niggas not even gonna help their mama. They're gonna help their partners.
Wow. You're right. And that's the highest form of homosexuality. Could you imagine? Never, y'all about to go off. I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there.
Fuck, man, why you didn't?
No,
you should
because
get
that popped me. Because I've seen that.
It's the truth though.
I've seen that, and that I'm gonna shut up. Go ahead.
I mean, I'm not. That shit is weak. A lot of y'all pour into y'all partners who you couldn't borrow 50 cents from, and y'all fuck over the people who did. In particular, let's go ahead and talk about moms. Y'all will fuck clean over your mama for a bitch that don't love you, for a nigga that don't do nothing for you. And I just don't get it. This shit don't make no sense. And that's a character a lot of you niggas today. And that's you the same niggas that'll get on Instagram and flex a little couple bands and say you're a real nigga. No, you're not. You're fake. Fake as they come.
Real stands for realizing everyone around you is losing. Realize everyone around you is losing, nigga. That's what real is. When you break it down, when you get into the meat and potatoes of it, when you think of everything that's associated with real, it's all a loser mentality. Street niggas. Let's talk street niggas for a second.
Yeah, talk about them.
Every street culture is meant for you to lose. The streets want, let me tell you, the streets require more from you than religion. The streets have higher expectations for you than your fucking man-made body. Let's do the streets for a second.
Yeah, let's go to the next thing too.
We want unwavering loyalty. We want you to be a killer. We want you to be the ultimate hustler. We want you to be the ultimate backstabber, but not fuck our girls, but also honor your mom, but also pollute the same neighborhood, but also take care of the same.
Facts.
We want we want you to rob one nigga house, but then give out turkeys on Thanksgiving. We want you can't be real until you go to prison. We want you to at least dedicate 15 years in the prison. Yeah. And you not real until you go into prison and go stab and kill a nigga that look just like you.
Facts.
And how dare there be a nigga weaker than you, because you know you're not real till you rob a nigga. That is no way you could be real if you ain't got no robberies under your belt.
Facts.
Then when you come home, learn your lesson. That ain't for real niggas. Real niggas don't learn their lesson. Right. I'm gonna ride until I fucking die.
Facts.
I'm gonna... Don't even get there. Don't even get me started.
Now your life useless.
It's a sickness, man.
Nah, it is. It's a mindset. And, well, actually, I think it's bigger than the mindset. The shit is polluted at this point. It's COVID. It's a plague.
I'm at the point in life where I pray for the people that prey on me. And a lot of people don't understand that. Like that level of growth. Like, I pray for the people that don't wish me well.
Facts.
This fame shit is corny. I hate it because I come from a world where I'm used to ultimate accountability. I come from a world that if you said that, you had to be willing to die over that.
Facts.
This internet shit tricky because what the internet does is, if the world, and I'm doing air quotations, if the world is bashing me or saying something about me, it gives people that have no right to have an opinion about me or what I do a safe space to feel like they could play with me. And I tell people, and I mean this, and everybody that's watching this, do not lose your real life playing on your virtual one. And you can take that for what that's worth.
Facts.
There's some people out here, and this is why I don't play with people. This is why I don't care who you are, I'm going to give you the utmost respect unless you make me disrespect you. Because I've learned in my experiences that people play different. Some people play with words, some people play with guns. Some people play with jokes, some people play with knives. Some people feel like, okay, like what I've learned about life is people will violate you and try to dictate your reaction.
Facts.
So they'll say, BP, I'm going to slap your face. And all you can do is slap me back. But you might be like, well, I want to shoot your mom. Because that's how I slap back.
Facts.
But anyway, go ahead.
I actually want to talk about that because I think that's part of accountability too. How I look at it is it's cause and effect. A lot of motherfuckers will try to highlight the effect but completely ignore the cause.
Absolutely.
Like don't say, yeah, he spazzed out and he was in a restaurant, he was cursing everybody. What the fuck happened?
Pay cash for this shit probably. Most people pay cash. Whenever, and I know I'm not supposed to talk about death, but usually when you see somebody in the paper that's been shot 17 times, you always see some sad eulogy. Oh, he was a father of two, and he was a... Upstanding citizens don't get shot 17 times.
In most cases.
Even, listen, great...
Okay, are you talking about karma? Like,
let me cook.
All right.
Great people that are good people, they don't get shot 17 times. They get professionally assassinated. One shot, bow.
Okay.
Brains, gone.
I see.
Good people are not getting shot 17 times.
Right.
Innocent people are not getting shot 17 times.
Facts. Okay. Right.
You got to think about this. The standard clip is what, 11, 12?
Yeah.
Some 16, then you start getting goofy with, but 17 times is a statement piece.
It's an emotional.
I want y'all to think about that though. Not with a switch, but somebody boom, 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 like 17 times, 12 times, 7 times.
So what if that was like a domestic abuse, like a domestic thing? See, for example, girl caught this dude cheating. He was cheating on her. She got mad. She blacked out, and that was her reaction.
That's a crime of passion.
Well, which I was going to.
But even then, he wasn't innocent. That's all I'm saying. We paint it as if these brothers and sisters be innocent. When I see stuff in the paper, I always ask, I wonder what they did. Right. And people refuse to look at it that way because I tell people, he might have been a murderer in the projects, but to his mother, that was the sweetest boy ever.
Facts.
Judgment is circumstantial.
Very much so.
Judgment is circumstantial. If my cousin is a rat, he's not a rat because he's my cousin. And it's justifiable if he's my cousin.
Right.
But if it's a nigga from across town, I want him murdered. If my son like to play with boys, he's not gay, he's just going through something at the moment.
Right.
But if I see somebody from across town doing it, it's the slander. If my mother's a whore, my mother wasn't a whore, my mother was doing the best that she could do.
Right.
But it's easy for me to call Sharonda around the way a slut. That's why I try my best not to judge people because it's circumstantial. And we're all going to move the goalpost for our people.
Right.
We're all going to do that. It's going to happen. And that's what all of this life is, this game is. This shit's rigged. And it's either niggas like you or they don't. And if a nigga like you, they're going to make a way. And they're going to make it. We make excuses for the people we love.
Yes, we do.
And we make it impossible for the niggas we don't.
And listen, I'm glad you brought that up because my next point is truth hurts. Truth hurts because exactly what you said. People move the goalposts for somebody they love, and I'm honestly the type of nigga that's not. I'm gonna if I really love you, I might lie to the stranger I don't know. I might tell him what he won't hear. If I love you, I'm gonna tell you what the fuck you need to hear, and it might hurt, but this is what you need to hear to get better. In some shape, form, or fashion, it's circumstantial. And if I really, really love you and I fuck with you, I'm going to tell you the truth. Nah, bro, listen here. You was wrong in that situation.
So what I mean by move the goalposts, and I'm going to expound on that for you, right? I'm not lying to a motherfucker.
Right.
My name is Truth First. I'll die before I lie to you. It don't do nothing for me.
Right.
Truth can't hurt me. It's your truth. You got to eat that. You got to sit with that. But when I say moving the goalposts for my people, I fuck with you. We go out today or tomorrow. You may do something that is totally out of pocket. Mm-hmm. I'm going to move the goalpost a little closer for you to be able to kick that field goal.
Right.
Well, no, he wasn't too wrong. I get it, but even though I know in my heart of hearts you was dead wrong.
Right.
But you my folk.
Right.
So you're wrong with exception versus when there's an enemy, there's no exception for what you did. It's punishable by death.
Right.
That's what I mean. Listen, I know you got a weak leg, nigga. I know you can't kick no 50-yarder.
Right.
Well, make it 35 and tell him it was 50.
Right.
I'm going to put the ghost at 20. I'm going to put the goalpost at 22 and say, man, that nigga kicking 70 for every time. I ain't seen him miss.
Right.
We going to move the goalpost for our people. That's what I meant. For sure.
So I want you to touch on about how people move the goalposts in relationships. and they those people who move in goalposts in relationships end up in toxic ones that can't understand why.
That's a heavy drink, bro. I was a goal moving nigga. I was like if it was a hoe that needed saving, I had the biggest cape in the world, bro. That was my downfall. I was a goal posting, goalpost moving, hole saving nigga. Listen, I would meet a woman with a problem, like, tell me more. Like, hey yo, I would meet a woman, bro. If it was a hoe that needed saving, I was the nigga, like, I know you had 50 dicks, but we can love all those dicks away. I know you were just hurt. You was just so misunderstood, and I was a goalpost mover. And it wasn't until I don't think I told nobody this. I got a prostitute baby mom. I got a prostitute baby mom, bro. And it's crazy, right? Because when I met her, and nobody got this. It's exclusive, nigga. You getting off right now. I got a prostitute baby mom. I'm gonna repeat that. I got a fucking prostitute baby mom, dog. And when I met her, she was telling my little stuff. I just liked her. Like, we had a bond. And I felt like I love an underdog. Mm-hmm. And I felt like a whole city was shitting on her, right? And I felt like I had enough money and enough power and enough, because it take a lot of confidence to love a whore too.
Right. For real.
It take a different level of confidence to know if your bitch 200 dicks in, and you like, man, it is what it is. I'm man enough to. I'm the final dick. I thought I was the final boss. It take a different level of confidence, but also love. Because I loved her with everything in me. Because she was a whore, but she was my whore. And I kill you over my whore, and I die over my whore, because that was my pussy now. And I loved every dick away. At least that's what I thought.
Right.
And when I went to prison, she had a nigga driving my brand new 745 Li. She was fucking niggas while she was 9 months pregnant with my son. I called home, my son was born January 26th. I called home New Year's from jail. She in the motherfucking bar. It's called the Bird's Nest in Lancaster, PA. It was the Wiz Khalifa when Black and Yellow came out. I hear the shit in the background. You know what it is. I'm like, where you at? She like, oh, nothing. Phone hung up. Wouldn't pick. She cut the phone off for the night. Called back 2 days later. Said she lost her phone at a hotel that she stayed at with her with her homies.
Oh shit.
I say all of that to say, it wasn't until 5 years into my prison sentence, she had set up a visit with me. I ain't seen her in 5 years, bro. But I thought I was over.
Right.
And they said, you got a visit. So I see a name on the list. I throw my shit on. I'm ready to go to the dance floor. I throw my little Air Maxes on. I diddy bop down there. She don't show up. So I'm walking back to my son. I'm ready to go cry. I'm hurt, nigga. I'm shattered because I thought I was going to see her. Like, I was excited because I still loved her after 5 years of letting me down. Bitch still had me because I never had family, right? That's one of the things that was major to me. I never had stability, and I've always wanted to create a family of my own because I had abandonment issues.
Right.
And I've never had real friends. That's why I was so eager to do certain things for the people that was around me, because I felt like there were no limits to what I would do in order to protect the little bit of family that I thought that I was formulating.
Right.
So if it meant cause you bodily harm, if it meant moving the goalposts, whatever it took to maintain, to stay in good favor for the people that I thought had love for me, there was nothing that I wouldn't have done.
Right.
And that's how it was for her.
Right.
And so as I'm walking back, my nigga Jerry O, black, ugly nigga you ever seen in your life, but was a good nigga. And they call me Malik. You know what I'm saying? He like, Malik, where you going? And I'm like, right now, Jerry. I'm trying to hold it in, but my shit, I'm crushed. He like, come here. I'm like, bro, not right now, Jerry. Like, let me go. Right. He said, look at the wall, nigga. I said, Jerry, I don't need to look at the wall, bro. just Larry, let me just go to my son. He said, look at the fucking wall, bro. I said, I see the wall, Brody. The wall's fucking gray, bro. He said, look at the wall again. What color is it? I said, the wall's gray, bro. He said, exactly. He said, that bitch ain't shit. He said, no matter how much you want her to be shit, you could want that wall to be pink. You could want that wall to be green. You could want that wall to be orange. He said, look at the wall again. That bitch gray. That bitch ain't shit. And no matter how much you want her to be your child's mom, no matter how much you want her to be your wife, no matter how much you want her to be your family, that bitch ain't gonna never change.
Facts. And
it took for him to drop that on me. To go, oh my fucking God. I've been tripping for bro, broke the chains. I went to my cell. I told my cellie Baghdad, that's a bitch ass nigga. We're gonna talk about Baghdad. I went to my cell And I tell Baghdad, I said, yo, call my baby mom. Tell her I went to the hole because I lost the phone. Never needed, I broke it. I was out of love with her off of those statements. Like he freed me with that.
Right.
Something so simple, the color of a wall. Right. Yeah, my fault, but go ahead.
No. I appreciate that because again, first of all, but you even just saying that show the type of dude you is to admit that because a lot of people ain't gonna admit that shit. They gonna try to take that to the chin.
Pause. But yeah, no, but go ahead.
Man, I want to talk about excuses. A lot of these people out here making excuses. They say they want growth, they want better for their life, but they keep making excuses. I want you to touch on about it in general, but then also about it in how is that falling off in relationships, or how is it hindering relationships?
I won't even do it, and I'll come back from a relationship standpoint. But wherever you are in life, there's two reasons. That's where you're supposed to be, and that's where you want to be. As you know, I spent a lot of time in prison. I don't glorify prison, but that was the bulk of my life, right? And like I told you, I never was upset about being incarcerated because I put myself there. A part of me wanted to be there, but I also had to learn a part of me needed to be there, bro. And so it made me stop questioning life and like where I was at and what I didn't have and what wasn't given to me, because I told my wife this. I told my wife, every bullet that I received, every prison sentence that I did, me losing my mother, every person that has backstabbed me, slandered me, and talked about me, if I didn't go through that, I wouldn't have got her. And I truly believe that, bro. So it was all worth it. Like, I used to sit and question, like, why me? Like, why me? Like, why? And now it makes sense because I'm built for this shit. Why not me?
Facts.
Why not me?
Facts.
Who else could do it like me? Who else could walk it down like me? Who else could come from poverty, prison, drug addiction, gambling, child abuse, psychological issues, and now the world is in my palm?
Facts.
Who else? Why not me?
Facts.
Because I'm built for this shit.
And it's just like how you say, I never heard nobody put it like that. It's two reasons. You're where you're supposed to be.
Where you want to be.
And you are where you put yourself. And a lot of people don't understand.
My car got shot 30 times. I can show you pictures. There's bullets in the headrest. There's no bullets in my face. There's bullets in my head. You explain that.
Facts.
There's bullets all in my headrest. This joint clean. So at the time when the bullets was going through my skin, and I'm getting the high speed chase from the police and all of that, you know, when I got everything was, I'm like, damn, why me?
Right.
I got a rap. I used to rap. Mm-hmm. And it's actually a bar in my song where I say, I done did everything but been shot. I was playing my mixtape when I got shot.
Damn.
That bar went off. I done did everything but been shot.
Damn.
And I got shot. For a friend, that loyalty. For that friend. I came home from doing 6.5 years. My friend left me to rot in prison. He called me. He told me he got robbed. I said, bro, I'm cool off that. That's your thing. He said, come see me. I said, bro, I ain't on that. He said, come see me. I went to go see him. You ever seen Vanilla Sky?
Mm-hmm.
The nigga face was this big. They tied him up for like 3 days because they was robbing him. They tortured him, beat him up real bad. Like, you know what I mean? My man get money. He knew when I saw his face what time it was. The phone conversation, he knew I could ignore that.
Right.
But when he came out the house, I said, let's go. My homie's a multi-millionaire. He could have hired anybody, bro.
Right.
I was coming home to change my life. I wanted to be a rapper. I told him, put money into it, bro. I could rap. Like, I'm tired of the streets, bro.
Right.
My grandma stung me for 180 bands. I'm tired, bro. The streets kicked my ass.
Sheesh.
The streets kicked my ass, bro. I'm tired, bro. I was so fucking tired, bro.
Sheesh.
Have you ever... Do you know what it feels like to have your superhero let you down? My grandma was my superhero. So I'm not a person that anybody takes anything from. So even down to her taking that money, like, do you know how fucked up? I should have said, like, do you know how fucked up, like, what mental capacity to sit in her basement and wonder like, yo, do I go kill this lady for this shit?
Right.
Like I don't think like, and it's crazy because I don't think that like nobody understand. Like, you
No, really
like,
mean it.
Like to go from being a man, having everything, 10 workers, like everything, to come out to nothing and had to go in my grandmother's basement, and my grandmother came in there and tried to hand me $500 and I couldn't take it because I can't take no money from my grandmother. Right. You dig what I'm saying? Like, right. and to sit down at John and be like, man, like shit, like, do I go smoke my fucking grandma? I'm like, it's $180,000, nigga.
Thanks.
You know what I mean? And so, and somebody probably watching like, no, this nigga shot. It wasn't that. It was just, I was done with the streets. I wanted to be an x-ray technician. I was done. I was tired of prison. But then I had 3 kids. Niggas want sneakers. And sneakers like $100 a wop. Right. And then they wanted clothes. And then I had to get a car. And I'm like, well, damn, I got to go to what I know because what's going to pay me that? Right. I had got a job at a place called Rugged Warehouse. It's still like it's like a, I don't know if y'all got one. It's like a thrift, like they sell like discounted clothes, like
yeah,
like a
Goodwill,
like a City Gear or some shit like that. They sell bullshit, dog. And I'm in there working, trying, bro. I'm trying to work, bro. I swear I just to try to be good, bro. And these motherfuckers, I was trying to get some discounted clothes for my babies. Mm-hmm. So the girl at the register, I'm fucking a bitch. She like, yo, I can give you everything for like 25%. I'm like, shit, I get to work and I get to get clothes, me, my baby. I'm just trying to do something right. Do you know we got caught up in a theft ring, bro? And because I'm on probation, because I got murders and everything on my jacket, I was home for 22 days, had to go back, violate, do another year.
Damn.
Got caught up in a theft ring. And now when I go back to the joint, I'm fish scale huge, nigga. I can't even tell niggas I'm booked on a theft joint.
At a store.
Because I'm trying to do right.
Right.
I can't even go in here and be like, I got caught shoplifting because it's shoplifting.
Right.
I've been booked for murder, extortion, kidnapping, drug input. But anyway, fuck all that. But yeah,
right,
so
right.
a nigga been through some shit, Brody. A nigga been through some shit for sure.
I mean, it sounded like that was one of the hard times for you, like trying to in the middle between of doing right and going back to what you knew.
Yeah, it broke my heart, bro, because I was tired, bro. Nigga was tired, bro. Like the streets took so much out of me, dog. Like baby mom, I'm up, like that crushed me. But then on top of my homies, I found out they wasn't my homies, bro. And I would have died. Gladly died for these niggas. Right. Like proudly. I would have died. Like, you know how you get like a Spartan's death, like, or like the demigod nigga, Thor, when they die, they go to Valhalla. Like,
right.
Like you go to like the war. Like I thought that. Like I wanted to die for my niggas. So when I went to prison and I realized I had called one of my bitches one day and she on the block. And I said, let me talk to XYZ. And she was like I felt the energy was off, but a day later she was like, man, them niggas was running away from the phone. The niggas like this. You feel what I'm saying? Mm. And so like that shit kind of broke my spirit because I'm like, if family would do me like that, then what the fuck do I really have?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So
and that was a blessing in disguise. That was
the
universe doing its thing, removing what you couldn't remove.
Man.
But it's like how you say, but things happen to us for us. Or a lot of people don't look at it like that. They be like, why me? Just like how you was saying, why me?
It's crystal clear now.
And while you was asking why me, you be missing out. It wasn't happening. It wasn't happening to you. It was happening for you. A lot of people miss that blessing. A lot of y'all be complaining about shit that's working in your favor. But if you ain't willing to make your own opportunity, you gonna miss it. You gonna miss it, man. So yeah, again though, like that time for you to get through that transitions, a lot of people don't make it out, bro.
That's a fact.
Even once they do make it out, just like how we talked about in the jail, like a lot of people won't go back. They comfortable there.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people on the outside or in the inside mentally.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? So for you to live on both sides, and even when you was on that side in prison, you say you was mentally stable, and now not only that, from what your rap jacket is, from how you used to live to how you're living now is a great jump that most people can't see with the better circumstances.
I agree.
That's the main part. People have better circumstances, better opportunities, better cards dealt for them, and they still crack. They still fool.
You know what's crazy? I used to think that I was violent, but I'm not. It wasn't until I was able to understand emotionally intelligence. I was never an angry person. I just would be disappointed. And because as a black man in society, it's not thorough to say that you're disappointed. It's easier for me to kill you than to tell you you hurt my feelings.
Facts, right.
It is easier for me to take your life than to say, you know what, I really didn't like the way that you made me feel.
Facts.
I tell anybody that's watching this, man, don't pick up a gun over something you could have fixed with a phone call. Because you're like, another reason why I moved the way I moved, bro, because you just never know what some people are fighting or what they're masking.
Right.
And I'm always going to respect people's growth because, bro, you don't know who people don't be knowing who they be talking to.
Right.
And if you knew just how much your life didn't mean to a nigga, like if you knew that you offended a nigga and he went in the car and cried not to kill you. Like a lot of niggas like, yo, and I'm gonna stop using that word because that's for like a lot of people play a lot of games, bro. Mm-hmm. I hate the internet, bro. Because a lot of people play a lot of games and you just be like I just don't, you know, it's not the internet, it's the world and overall. Right. I know people don't come from any real struggle because people that come from struggle and pain, they respect peace.
Facts.
That's all I wanted to say.
No, I mean, shit. Let's speak on it because that's true. I don't think people value peace, dude. They value negativity. They value drama. They value other people's business. They don't value their own inner circle.
I had a nigga
families.
tell me today that I never even thought that I would meet, that he was a fan of mine. A nigga I never thought I would meet him. Ever thought I'd be in the same room? Seen him on the TVs. Nigga said, "Hey, bro, I'm a fan," and I didn't take that like the standard nigga. Oh, this nigga on my dick. I couldn't even believe it because I'm thinking, how you a fan of me when I'm a fan of you?
Facts.
How are you honored to meet me when I'm honored to meet you? And you know, can I get to a topic?
Go ahead.
I want to talk about opportunities, and I want to talk about how only broke people expect compensation for opportunities.
Facts. Talk about it.
There are going to be a lot of people out here, and you're going to run across some dope people. I'm talking about I ran across some dope motherfuckers, Brody. And when you open your mouth and talk about money, you are nailing that fucking... Broke people move for money. That's their bartering system. People that have a certain level of status, they move with favors. This shit's like the mob.
Facts.
This shit's like the mob. You couldn't pay me to come do this. But you had a good favor with me to come do this. And a lot of people will never understand that your money was no good with me.
Facts.
But your moral and your friendship wallet is plentiful. That's why you're richer than a lot of niggas. That's why he's richer than a lot of niggas, because you can get in rooms off of your personality and who you are as a man versus what's in your wallet. And so when you're dealing with niggas with nothing in their wallet, they'll never be able to fathom that. I can't buy my way in here. No, you cannot.
Facts.
Because some rooms you can't pay to get in.
Facts.
But anyway, my fault.
Facts. And y'all need to take that and write it down.
They'll never understand that though. Go ahead. I can't give them too much.
Nah, give it to them because a lot of y'all idolize dudes and put people on the pedestal just because they got money, just because they got diamonds in their chain, just because they got a nice car. Y'all value them goofy ass niggas and put them on a pedestal, and they ain't holding no real weight in real life.
I swear to God.
They ain't holding no real weight in real life.
They say that you should never meet your superheroes, and I don't know if I had told you this before. When you meet your favorite celebrity 9 times out of 10, it's gonna break your heart. Whoever you think that man, you gonna be like, what? They say that you should meeting your favorite celebrities is like finding out Santa Claus ain't real.
Facts. Really though.
Man. But anyway.
They're not. He not gonna say they're not living how they're portraying to be lived. They're not.
I'm talking about you gonna be like, yo, because I see him in real life, and be like, damn, you fucked up like that. Like y'all dress better than these niggas, talk better. The appearance, just from the aesthetic alone, they can't even stand next to y'all. And so then you was asking why would they shut a nigga like him out, like Street Talk out?
Facts.
He's doing it with just being street talk. So imagine what he would be doing with a machine behind him.
Facts.
And they know that. You did it by yourself. Could you imagine what the fuck you could accomplish with help?
Facts.
For a nigga to say, hey, I got more going on than you. I got more rhythm than you. But you know what? I'm going to dumb down my rhythm and turn your shit up. Just because I can, nigga.
Facts.
Because that's bullshit. I don't do it because I have to. I don't do it because I want any monetary compensation, but because I can.
Facts. Facts.
How many niggas can... I don't even deal with these internet, whatever. They're not the boss. When I say I'm a boss, nigga, that means nobody pays me. I don't have to wait for Sony, Interscope. I don't have to wait for Instagram. I don't go through... I'm not the middleman. When you come to me, it's like coming to God, nigga.
Facts.
There's nothing above me when it comes to my brand, when it comes to my business. Half of these niggas can't do nothing for you because they're not authorized to do it.
These rappers.
I didn't even say that.
I did. It's these rappers.
They can't do it because the people that's in charge of them they can't. But that's it. That's all I wanted to say.
So while we on this topic, let me get this man his flowers right quick.
Yes, sir.
And he gonna
Street Talk?
Nah, you.
Oh my God. Please.
Listen. This man came down here to know. First of all, he's on a tour right now, right? It's not too many people that can go tour off of talking. And I mean, this is not somebody came in and said, hey, yeah, I want to help you start a pot. No. This is somebody who picked up a camera out and decided that, hey, I'm going to believe in myself and I'm going to run with it and I'm going to hit the win. He's touring city to city, funded by himself with a two-man team?
Yeah.
A two-man team. He's going city to city doing tours, talking. There's no performances, there's no artists, there's no big headliners. He is the headline. Not only that,
Street Talk my headliner.
well, I was getting to that. I was getting to that.
And then that lady feet, but we're not gonna get that.
Oh, bro, chill.
No, go ahead.
So with that being said, by him doing tours by himself, and I say he has a two-man team, this man reaches out to somebody, and when I say this lightly, not of lesser value, but he is somebody that he wouldn't need necessarily, right? But he reaches back and he grabs them up. And the person I am talking about is Street Talk. You reach back and grab somebody that his own city looked over him multiple times. You didn't have to do that.
I did.
But
I did.
Let me say this.
Can I tell you why I did?
Because that's who you are as a person.
No, it's
Why?
because he deserved it.
That too.
When I met him, I said he's bigger than here. And that's why they had to put a cap on him. That's why they had to put a lid on him. They put a big fish in a small fish bowl. They knew.
Facts.
They knew, so they got to stop him.
Facts.
It take the whole city to shut him down for him not to shine. One nigga couldn't do it. It couldn't be two. He's too bright for three niggas to do it. You know how many niggas you would have to combine in order to stop the sun from shining?
Facts.
It got to be the whole city.
They'll try.
It's impossible. Because what's meant for him was meant for him. It's not that I wanted to put him on. He left me no choice. The nigga's phenomenal. What the fuck you want me to do?
And even if you say that, you got people here that knows he's phenomenal, but that would tell him, hey, you're phenomenal, and won't help, won't reach out, won't repost, share.
That's because he making them love songs and slaughtering their bitches, probably.
Man, exactly. Exactly. But
if you ask me, my fault, I'm sorry.
Nah, you good. The point is that everybody claim they're real and y'all the complete opposite.
And I'm not real. Hold up. I'm not real. Please,
lack of better words. Nah, go
please,
ahead.
I'm not
say what
real.
you mean.
I just need, but I'm just not. I just need that to be. I am not real. Please, I'm not. I'm just me. I'm not a real nigga in any capacity. I do not want to be in that box. That's all. I just had to clear that up.
No. Go ahead.
I'm not real. Please don't hold me. I do not want to be held to any real nigga expectations. I don't. I want to be held to rich nigga expectations though. I don't even identify as black. I identify as rich. So you take that for what that's worth.
Ooh, that's heavy.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That's gonna hit home for a lot of y'all.
Yeah, I don't identify. You can keep all those nigga politics and all. You keep that shit there. Ain't no politics in the yacht club. Straight like that.
Nah, you good, bro. Hey, that's you.
I'm sorry, and I love black people. I hate niggas.
Yes, heavy on it. We explain what that is.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
So if you took offense for that, you're not black. You're a nigga.
That's an ultimate key.
Whew. Yeah. So listen, a lot of y'all, long story short, a lot of y'all niggas and you're fake. Long story short, a lot of y'all are niggas and you're fake. You need to start taking a deeper look in the mirror and realize you're not who you think you are. You're fake and you're a nigga. Yeah, brother. I'm a firm believer you attract who you are as a person. And that's why a lot of y'all hate the fucking friends you got. You hate the relationships you got. And you think it's everybody's fault but yours. Is you attracted that negative ass energy. Is you being a terrible person, a piece of shit, however you want to call it. You're a piece of shit, and that's what you're attracting. It ain't your mama's fault. It ain't your best friend's fault. It ain't, oh, you did this and she don't fuck with you. It's you. You're a piece of shit. Get it together. Check your mirror. All that to say is that this is a good brother right here sitting next to.
Oh my goodness! Please, I'm not worthy. I'm not shit. I just made it out, bro. I ain't shit.
Oh,
I'm telling you. But that's all. Yeah, do your thing,
man. Hey, listen. Well, this was session 17, y'all, of the Hood Buddah Podcast, and I'm pretty sure my good brother gonna be here again, y'all. This came quite. Yeah, this was introduction.
It's a layup.
This is introduction, man. So tell the people who you are again and where they can follow you at.
I am Truth Hurts, 357. I work for Street Talk. So if y'all don't know, that's exactly who I work for. So if you want to book me for any shows, if you need me for anything, any promos, drops, you got to go through Street Talk at streettalk.com. Also at if you was hating, eatadick.net. And outside of that, man, yeah, you can find me there, and you can find me on your local Instagram or social media, or probably my picture under your bitch pillow.
And with that note, this was session 17 of the Hood Buddah Podcast. Until next time, y'all. Peace out.
You already easy.
But anyway, let's get back to this cheddar. Turn up in your hustle when your life gon' get much better. A real boss turn all his L's to a blessing.